Alright, we're back. Just gonna be doing 3 of the 6 optionals. I know yesterday I said it, but I found some problems with some of my later lines, and these first 3 lines I'm pretty sure are good. So I want to send, we're just gonna be sending the first 3 of these remaining 6 optionals we have, and then I'm gonna take a look at the Mega Gallade, Mega Gardevoir, and Mega Lucario fight again, and maybe I'll stream it later. Maybe I'll stream it tomorrow. We'll see. It's whenever I get the time and like energy to say that I'm 100% sure that they're riskless, but these fights, pretty sure are good. So, let's load up the box. And let's take a look. How far are you in? So right now I have Route 115 optionals. I have, let's go to Victory Road Split. I have Route 115, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then after that, it's just Elite 4. So, 6 more fights and then Elite 4. So 11 total. And I have all the fights planned. The first 3 of these optionals are riskless. The last 3, I found a little bit of problems with them, so I'm not going to be running them right now. I have my E4 plan, though, so that should be exciting. But, yeah, I'm just coming in just to do, like, these 3 fights right here. And then I'm going to, hopefully next stream or later tonight, just try to finish off these 3 fights. Just really trying to make it so I can get in to my E4 with all 4 of my, all 6 of my mons, which is the most important thing. But we're at the end. It's been 2.5 months of this run, and it's been exciting. We're getting there. Oh wait, I was showing the wrong screen. Oops, I didn't realize I was showing the wrong screen. Sorry. I just realized I was showing the wrong screen the entire time. These are the last 6 optional fights I have to do. So today we're going to be doing Triathlete Kyra, Helene, and Jack. These are the 3 we're going to do right now. And then later I'm going to try to fix up my Mega Gardevoir, Mega Gallite, and Lucario. This is all just to get a Focus Sash. That's the only reason we're doing these fights, is to get a Focus Sash. I do need the Focus Sash for my E4, but we need these, and then we just need to do the E4. Oh, who are the 6 guys for the E4? I've kind of hinted to them, but I think it's no one new, unfortunately. And obviously one's Urshifu. The other ones I'm going to keep for right now, but basically these are the 6 Lightning trainers and the 6 guys. One of them's definitely Urshifu, but no one new, unfortunately. I couldn't figure out a way to bring in a new Mon because all of my goated Mons have really shit IVs. Alright, so let's take a look at this first fight. So this is a fucking demonic start. This is a red card sturdy Togedemaru. So if you hit it and do not kill it, you're going to get randomly ejected out into someone in the back. It's a demonic start. There's a Choice Specs Scrappy Swellow. This thing, I swear, there is like nothing that can switch in and kill this thing reliably. Like, this thing is fucking demonic. Let me just see. Like, look at my Aggron. My Aggron's still taking 30% from this thing. Like, yes, it can come in. Yes, it can switch in and kill it, but actually, oh yeah, if I get like crit twice, I'm just fucking like, oh yeah, that Skarmory, I do remember that. And you gotta plan for like everything in that. And you have so many less tools in the desert, man. It's fucking demonic. The way I figured out to deal with this is, what I usually do is I usually set up the team, I put everyone to the calc, and then I run over the fight before I actually do it. So, first we're going to have Togedemaru starting off this fight. We're going to grab Diggersby. Big Diggersby is coming to this fight and doing something. This guy has not left the box since Weather Institute Shelly. He is the only Mon that can do what I really need him to do. It's kind of sick, actually. I'm glad I didn't sack him. I wanted to sack him several times, but this guy just did not want to get sacked. And we're going to bring Golisopod. Alright, so we gotta make sure to level up all of our mons first, if we need to. This guy needs to get to level 99. Only at level 99 does this guy do it. At level 98, this guy doesn't do what I need him to do. Alright, so we need our Choice Scarf on Diggersby. Do we have a Choice Scarf? We do. We need no item on Infernape, no item on Togedemaru. We need a Choice Scarf on Archaeops, which I have a Choice Band, so I gotta switch that. Need a Magnet on you and a Citrus Berry on, Golisopod. Don't really need the Citrus Berry, but I have 80 left, and we're not using 80 on the E4, so plenty. Let's go grab our second Choice Scarf. Let's put that on. Dude, the desert, do not underestimate it. I had 2 deaths leaving Norman. Leaving the desert, I had like 5. I lost 3 in the desert, man. And oh, the desert just fucking destroyed me. Between the Winstitutes and the 2 Golisopods demolished me. And I lost 2 Protect Mons during those fights. My Maractus and my Kingler. Once you get out of the desert, it gets a little... It's obviously never going to get easy. The rest of this game is terrible, but... Oh, you're going to get to see an Auriga Doug Trio in this stream. I'll show you it. And, yeah, they're pretty ass to deal with. They're really bad, especially when they're also holding a Focus Sash. They're really demonic. But I came up with a really cool plan, I'm pretty sure, to deal with this shit. Alright. We got a pre-damage Togedemaru. This pre-damage isn't necessary, but I think... I think there's like a chance that something could happen, and there's no reason not to pre-damage. But we're going to pre-damage Togedemaru to 58. And we have to pre-damage Golisopod to 207. Let me just do that real quick. Alright, so let me look at all the items down, everything I have for my list. So Togedemaru, level 99 with no item, pre-damage to 58. Diggersby with a Choice Scarf, level 99. Infernape, no item with level 99. That's very important. This guy with a Choice Scarf, level 99. This guy with a Magnet. And this guy with a Citrus Berry, pre-damage to 207. Oh, yo, let's go, dude. I wish I had Magnet Pull. I've been starving for Magnet Pull, man. I haven't had a Corviknight. I haven't had Magnet Pull. If I had Magnet Pull, that would have helped me get a Corviknight so well. But instead, I got, what did I get? Instead of Corviknight, I got this useless Sharpedo that hasn't made a fucking exit from the box. It has been the most useless shit, and I should have just saved that for a roamer route. Do you have Fossil or no? If you got the Fossil, you can potentially get Drapion on the Underpass, which is pretty good. You can also get it at, I think it's Route 117, right after the desert. Oh, okay, so if you got the Fossil, that means that you get Desert Underpass. So you have 2 chances to get Drapion, and Drapion is a really good, Dark Poison type. I lost mine to some really bad luck in Tate and Liza's gym. But I'm telling you right now, it's... I have not played with Tyrunt, so I do not know. How fast is it? What's... Hold on. Oh, that's E4. Oh, might have just spoiled E4 on accident. Oops. Let me just pull up the Pokedex. I'll see it's... let's look at this thing. Tyrunt. Which turns into Tyrantrum. 71 speed doesn't seem pretty good. I mean, maybe... it looks like it's defensively bulky, so it can come in, take a defensive hit, and then it has 121 attack, so it, in theory, could be good. What's its moveset? Zoom Lens Head Smash? That seems pretty good. This accuracy should be 85, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. If not, then I need to recook one of my lines, but I'm pretty sure it's 85 accuracy. Yeah, it's 85 accuracy. Zoom Lens. If you... I definitely recommend getting a list of, this. Let me just see real quick. The Zoom Lens is... New Mauville, so you have to beat Flannery. So, maybe it comes on a little bit after Flannery. Basically, a Zoom Lens makes it so if you move second in the turn, then your move gets a 20% accuracy boost. So moves that are 85 accuracy or above will always hit then. You know, aside from bright powder and shit. Bright powder, you also use a zoom lens in those cases. Let me bring everyone to the calc real quick. So we need Infernape. We need Archaeops. But I feel like Tyrantrum, I haven't heard much about it, but it could be pretty good. Maybe. It's defensively bulky. We need Archaeops. We need Thundurus. And we need Golisopod. Alright, so let me bring over the sets real quick, and then we're going to go over exactly what's happening. Alright, so turn 1, they're starting off with a sturdy red card Togedemaru. So if you hit this Togedemaru and do not kill it, then its red card is going to be held up, and it's going to eject you into a random mon in the back. The way that I found to do this is I'm going to use Spiky Shield on turn 1. Now, I don't think I need to be pre-damaged, because I don't think he can click Endeavor. But I'm pre-damaged anyways to make sure that this guy will always see a fast kill with Zing Zap and only ever click Zing Zap. So, we're going to click... Hold on, let me make sure he can never see a kill with... Hold on. I just thought about this. Could he see a kill with Reversal? Let me just see. I don't think he can. 257 minus 32. Let me just see. 225 HP. No, he can never see a kill with Reversal. Cool. So we're going to Spiky Shield turn 1. This is going to do an 1/8 of his HP, breaking his 30, and does not activate red card. This always baits out Zing Zap. We switch into Diggersby. On the Zing Zap, takes nothing, and with the Choice Scarf, we just outspeed and kill with Earthquake. This is going to look all the way in the back. Because we're level 99, we never show the Swellow a kill with Boom Burst. It's going to bait out close combat from Infernape. We're going to switch into our pre-damaged Golisopod. Golisopod is pre-damaged to 207. So 207 minus the minimum roll of close combat, which is 64, brings us to 143, which is emergency exit. And we're going to go right into Archaeops, who outspeeds and kills this guy with dual wing beats. Now, this is going to go for the first thing, because we're showing kills on basically everything. Or we outspeed everything, so it's going to go for the first thing that shows a slow kill and is not killed. It's going to bait out Hydro Pump from Simipour. We want to switch into Thundurus. And Thundurus is just going to come in and Volt Switch kill this thing. We're going to go back into Archaeops. Now we're showing fast kills to all 3 mons in the back. And the first mon that's going to come out is the Dugtrio, because it has a Focus Sash. Think it's not killed. And we're going to click Dual Wing Beat on it. After we kill that, it's just going to send again in party order. So we're going to send, it's going to send out Swellow. Now, this is where Diggersby's line is going to come to an end. We have to sack it. I couldn't find a safe way to come in on Boom Burst. There's just too much risk and shit going with it. So we say 07 to our guy right here. We bring back in Archaeops and Rock Slide. And then the Explode mon in the back, we just bring in our no item Infernape. It can't explode, and if it clicks Destiny Bomb, we just waste a turn with Fake Out and then Overheat. Or if it Power Whips, we just Overheat. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think there is a way that Diggersby lives. Because what is this always baiting? This is always baiting Boom Burst, and Boom Burst cannot miss. It's not even Hurricane. You can't even worry about the Hurricane misses. If this guy somehow was clicking Hurricane, maybe he could live, but... he is not going to be living, unfortunately, through this. He can live one hit and get a little bit of chip in to show his dominance, but he's not getting far. This guy with... wait, what? Choice Scarf, level 99. This guy with no item. This guy with a Choice Scarf. This guy with a Magnet. And this guy pre-damaged to 207. And this guy pre-damaged to 208, or 58. Alright, let's go send this fight real quick. Let's walk over there. Yeah, this is what you have to look forward to, is this Meteor Falls Gauntlet. All of these fights right here. That's definitely a fun time to plan for. We gotta go down here. Gotta go here. And we go out here. Now I'm gonna save real quick. I'm pretty sure she's not right out here. No, I know she's not. I looked at the map. She's like a little bit out. Yep. Alright. So I'm just gonna... Dude, 3 deaths is less than I had. I had 0 going to Norman. I lost 2 on a sad crit when I was only supposed to be losing 1. And then I ended up leaving the desert with 5. So, trust me, you're in a really good spot. I'm telling you. So just keep it up and just make sure you double and triple check everything. I sit there and I just go through all of my notes like right before I leave the Pokemon Center and then right before the fight now. So we have Togedemaru with no item, level pre-damage to 58. This guy with a Diggersby, Choice Scarf, level 99. Also, I do not recommend speed up. I never speed up during fights because that's where you're going to create the mistakes. Infernape, no item. This guy full HP with a Choice Scarf. This guy with a Magnet. And this guy with a Citrus. Alright, so let's go full screen real quick. Let's turn off the music. Alright. So turn 1. This is a red card sturdy Togedemaru. So the way that we figured out to do this is to break it sturdy by using Spiky Shield. And we're pre-damaged so that this guy can only ever click Zing Zap right here. We click Spiky Shield. And even after the little bit of chip that he's going to click, he never sees Reversal being the highest damage. So this is always going to be Zing Zap, which is an electric move. We're going to switch into our boy Diggersby. And with a Choice Scarf, he outspeeds and kills this guy with Earthquake. Now this is going to look for the first thing in the back that shows a fast KO. And because we're level 99, exactly level 99, the Swallow does not see a kill. So it's going to reach all the way into the back, into the 6th slot. And this should be Infernape right here. Perfect. We're going to switch right into our Golisopod. Wait, okay, I thought my game was frozen. Golisopod is pre-damaged to 207 so that he always takes this close combat and gets emergency exited out. That's fine. We have the Citrus Berry just in case we needed it for later on for some reason, but defense drops don't really matter. That's not saving the Infernape. Alright, and we're going to switch right into Archeops, who is going to be our true carry on this fight. Archeops is going to kill this thing with dual Wing Beats. We have a Choice Scarf. I think we were faster anyways without the Choice Scarf, but the Choice Scarf's for a later mon. But this dual Wing Beat always kills, even if he didn't have the defense drops or the Life Orb ticks. Oh, it almost just one-shot him with just one. Now, we show Fast Kill to the Swellow, to the Dugtrio, or we don't show it to the Dugtrio because he has a Focus Sash, but, and to the Pumpkaboo. So this is going to reach in the back and pull out the Simipour, who sees a slow kill with Hydro Pump. We are going to switch into Thundurus, who never dies to a Hydro Pump crit. Yes, it knows it has a Focus Sash. Absolutely. It knows it has Focus Sash and Sturdy. It does not know about Disguise. Keep that in mind. Yes, it knows about his Focus Sash. It knows about Sturdy. Those are very important. And with the Magnet, we outspeed and kill this thing with Volt Switch. Yeah, keep that in mind whenever you're doing your fights. So, like, we're actually going to be abusing the fact that he knows this Focus Sash. You're going to see it right here. So, right now, we're going to go back into Archeops. Let me just make sure. Archeops is showing a fast kill to the 3 in the back. And the party order is Swellow, Dugtrio, and Pumpkaboo. So, it's going to go for the first one that doesn't think it's killed, which is actually the second mon in their party, the Dugtrio. Because he has a Focus Sash. And we're going to click Dual Wing Beat, which kills through Focus Sash. Otherwise, this would have brung out the Swellow, and then I would have had to deal with, like, Night Slash from this Dugtrio. So now this is the Swellow, and right now it's just going to click its highest damaging move, which is Boom Burst. And this is where we say 07 to the Diggersby. Diggersby, you're not going to probably die unless it's a crit right here, but you're going to die the turn after. You made Brawly's, you took care of Brawly's combustion. You took care of the, oh, this fucking guy? Right here. This fucking Diggersby was the only thing in my box to take care of the, Winstitute Shelly Nihiligo. This guy of all fucking Mons was the only one. And without you, Diggersby, we would have been a lot more shit. So let's send one more quick attack for the road. Because we're not even faster with a Choice Scarf. 07 Diggersby. We're going to send right back in Archeops. And we're going to kill this thing with Rock Slide. We outspeed because of the Choice Scarf. Huh, I just realized there was a way he could have lived. Boomburst doesn't kill Archeops. I just sacked him for no reason now that I think about it. I could have just sat there and wait, could dual wing beat into Defeatist dual wing beat kill? Oh, that could have killed. I just sacked Diggersby for no reason. I could have just sat there and dual wing beated him. That's kind of sad. I just realized that now. Oh, I just sacked him for no reason. It's fine, it's fine. We don't need him. I just literally looked at that now. I actually didn't need to sack him. It's fine. I literally just looked at it. I didn't even think about that. We always take this power whip and then we just kill with overheat. Wait. I had the Chungus buddy. I just realized I didn't have to sack him. Right there. I didn't even think about it. I was never dead to Boom Burst. That's kind of funny. Whoops. Alright, well, my bad. Oops. I wanted to sack that guy anyways. Dude, that was his climactic moment, man. I didn't even think about it. I was like, I don't want to fucking get hit on Archeops. And then I was like, wait, I can just 2-tap him because I don't care about what the Pumpkaboo clicks. It's not clicking that. Rip. Alright, well, let's update our death counter. Wow, that was kind of... I could have actually saved his life. Fuck. And it would have been entirely riskless because I was never dead to Boom Bursts. Alright. Unfortunately, I like to leave them with their items sometimes, but Choice Scarf's a little bit too much. Diggersby. 07, man. I did realize it because the Swallow, my dual wing beat does a minimum of 70%. So with Defeatist, it would have done 35%. Unless does Defeatist... No, it doesn't lower my speed. It just lowers my attack. Fuck, yeah, I could have just done that. Because I don't care what the Pumpkaboo or the Gourgeist click, because I just was always going into Infernape. He lived anything with no item. Whatever. He got a true heroic death. That's funny. Archeops was a little too special. Dude, I have 5 more fights and I wasn't bringing Diggersby to any of them. So, you know, it's not the worst. At this point, I have like other risks on other fights that I'm going to be like sacking Mons, but no, I shouldn't ever lose, I don't think. Alright, let's take a look at the next fight. Next fight, we have 5 more fights until E4. We have Battle Girl Helene right here. This thing is starting off with a Custap Berry, Endure, Harvest, Executor. This thing is a fucking demon. They have a Holucha with Unburdened, Flying Gem, Sword Stance, and then Baton Pass, just in case that wasn't enough. A Bisharp with a Steel Gem. That is Defiant, so if you lower the stats, you're fucked. With Sucker Punch. A Cleavor with Skitter Smack, Agility, and Baton Pass. If it gets the Agility and Baton Passes, you're fucked. Mamoswine with this demonic set of Earthquake, Icicle Crest, Ice Shard, and Superpower. And then a Fire Gem Libero, Jolly, Pyroball, Gunk Shot, Sucker Punch, and Substitute Cinderace. We got a good special lineup for this. when you got demons like this, you got to come up with a good plan for this. And I think I cooked on this one. Hold on, dude, I'm telling you, this plan is pretty sick. You're gonna want to watch what I did. Because this plan might actually help you for your, if you get up to Winona, you're gonna have to do something similar. Not exactly the same, but something similar for her, Hawlucha, maybe. I'm telling you, right now, Hawluchas, you definitely want to, you know, they're demons, man. They get their speed doubled, and they hit like a fucking truck. We're going to be bringing these 6 right here. Hey, if you ever want, you can always message me on Discord. That's where I'm assuming you found the stream. And, what do you call it? If you ever have any questions, I can always, I'm always, like, I love to help people. Because, like, stuff like, dude, I wish I knew about, like, the AI's Focus Sash when I started and shit. Like, you usually don't know about that shit. It's not like... if you look it up, obviously in the Discord, people will know it, but like sometimes it's just easy when like someone else looks at your line. I have my friend Z that looks at my lines pretty constantly, and he's always pointing out shit that like I just don't see or I don't remember because again, there's 6 abilities per fight, 6 items per fight. You know, all these damage ranges, all these speeds, all these interactions that happen. Like, there's so many different things that can happen with each fight that like, you know, sometimes it gets a little overbearing, and you gotta like just take a step back and, you know, have someone else take a look at it. So Sticky Barb, we're putting that on Togedemaru. No item on Dragapult, no item on Turtonator. We have Zoom Lens. Oh, here you're gonna get to see a use of Zoom Lens on this guy and a Megastone on Slowbro Knight. All right. We have no choice items? Interesting. I think this is one of the few fights I don't have a choice item on at this level. We're going to pre-damage Golisopod. Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, the Discord... I hate to say it, but, like, there's a lot of the old guard, as I like to refer to them as, and... I'm not going to say any names. You know who they are. And I feel like they've gotten those questions 100 times, and... they just, the 101st time is where they're finally just like, fuck it, I'm not going to like it. But also at the same time, it's really cool to see a lot of people, like, I'm going to mention the good people that I like Cole, like Magic, like all these up-and-coming people, like Z, like, they're always willing and love to help. And they're part of the new breed that I see that really wants to help and always is available to help. And, like, want people to do good. Pikachu is also another good one. Like, those type of people... they always like to help, but yeah. I've never talked, wait, I don't know who Foxy is. Maybe I do, but I've never, but that's always great. I love when, you know, people reach out or I reach out to people. Let me see if I recognize Foxy. I don't think I've ever had any interactions with Foxy, but that's awesome that you have someone. Oh, okay. That, you know what? That actually makes sense because I feel like I've seen the name, and that might be what it might be. Yeah, it's always good to have people in voice chat, especially that you can like talk to and just, you know, you just learn so much stuff. We need to pre-damage Dragapult to 244. Alright, so let's take a look real quick. So we have Golisopod, level 99, pre-damaged with a Citrus Berry to 246. We have Togedemaru with a Sticky Barb, level 99. This guy with no item, level 99 and pre-damaged to 244. This Turtonator, level 99 with 231. Also, another thing I will tell you, around the point that you're at, I'm going to think about doing either Null or Platinum. I'm not sure which one yet. They both look good. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break first and, like, take a week or two because Runabun has been really exhausting. But I think I'm going to be doing Null, I think. This guy with no item with Turtonator. This guy with the Zoom Lens, level 99. And this guy with the Slowbro Knight. Alright. Let me bring everyone to the calc real quick. But I'm excited. Both of those games are really cool. Oh, right. So, if you see most of my box, I don't level up to the level cap right away. I highly recommend that you, it gets really hard to get used to, but you start getting used to it, and I think getting used to it sooner rather than later is a good thing. You shouldn't level up immediately after you beat a boss to the next level cap. You can if you need it for the next fight, but the reason I'm saying that is because sometimes having a weaker and slower Pokemon is really good, especially on Protect Mons, and especially in double battles. Because it will definitely help you out later on, especially the most important point for this is in Tate and Liza's gym in the 7th gym, but for all the other gyms, it is extremely helpful, and then it helps in some random fights. Caracosta's Caracosta has Protect, right? I'm pretty sure it does. I think you should try to keep your Caracosta as low level as possible for the rest of the game. Obviously, if you need to level up Caracosta, you should, but it should be, like, the last thing you should do. You shouldn't be, like, risking your run because you don't want to level him up. But I'm telling you, the lower level you keep him, the better it's going to be for your run. I promise you it will help a lot. And you'll be really helpful. Again, it's going to take a little bit to get used to, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to, you're going to have to start, like, looking at level, like, the level they're at, and then consistently level them up to see if they're good. And sometimes when you're trying to quick calc, like in the show, it won't look too good or that. Yes, exactly. Change the levels while you're calcing. And then also in your notes, I actually fucked up. And on my Archie 2 in Seafloor Cavern, I didn't level up my Barraskewda to level 80. It was level 80 instead of 91. Or 89 or something. And it didn't 2-tap the Swampert. So I ended up risking my entire run. I ended up steering through and finding a good line that got me out without any additional sacks. But it's very important that in your notes, you always write to level up. I'm telling you right now, it will save you a lot of time. I still write it right now. In my notes right now, I have my Dragapult right here to level up. Like just, or my Turtonator level up. I think this might have, should have been on Aggron, this note for leveling up. Because Aggron was definitely not leveled up. But I'm telling you, write notes to level up before fights. It will, even if you think you'll remember, I'm telling you, I forgot on that Archie fight, and I almost lost my entire run in Seafloor Cavern. Because that Swampert was not going to play nice, and that thing was one-shotting my entire team. Golisopod, pre-damage to 246, level 99 with the Citrus Berry. This guy level 99 with the Sticky Barb. This guy level 99, no item, very important, with 244. This guy with Turtonator, level 99, no item. This guy with a Zoom Lens, level 99. And this guy with a Slowbro Knight. Alright, so let's bring everyone to the calc real quick, and we're going to run over the line. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it sounds, yeah, so, like, before Norman, it's not really too important. Yeah, it's not really too important on Norman, but once you get past Norman, in my opinion, it only helps to start doing that. You might not be able to do it right after Norman, but there's going to be a period where you can go from keeping your Pokemon a little bit under-leveled and then not. Also, keep in mind that Pokemon get experience, so sometimes you might want to, even if, like, the level that they're at works, if they have a little bit of experience and you think they might level up, you might just want to level them up one level, because if they level up mid-fight, yeah, I've had that happen before too, and I've always taken it into account. You can do the math on the HP in between levels so you can pre-damage correctly in case they do level up, but you don't know if and when they're going to level up, so just, it gets a lot harder, and this is introducing a whole nother, like, element to this game that gets pretty hard, but I'm telling you, the earlier you learn it, the easier later in the game it's going to be, because you're going to get more intuitive with it. Anyways, let's go over this fight real quick. So this fight starts off with a Executor with Harvest, Custap Berry, Explosion, and Endure. We're going to start off with Golisopod, who's going to click First Impression. We don't care if this guy clicks Endure, because if he clicks Explosion, we kill him with First Impression. If he clicks Endure, we have Sucker Punch, and we kill him right after. Golisopod is pre-damage to 246. Not because he's going to be exiting out, but because this is going to bait in the Hawlucha for only ever Acrobatics when it comes in. We're going to switch into Togedemaru, who is going to come in and give this guy the Sticky Barb. He's going to be using Acrobatics, which is going to use up his Flying Gem, but then we're going to give him the Sticky Barb, so he loses all of that speed. We're going to stall a couple of turns just to waste some time. And by a couple of turns, I mean we're specifically only going to be spiky shielding. We are not going to be faking out. We do not want to take that Sticky Barb back yet. Whoops. We are going to spiky shield and then switch to Dragapult, who is going to Phantom Force and then kill it. When we kill him, we're 1 point faster when he gets that Sticky Barb back. And we're going to take the Sticky Barb back. We're pre-damaged to 244 so that this guy always sees a kill with Sucker Punch. I think 244, I forget why I was at this, but this shows this shows the Bisharp. We're fast and everything, so it's going to show a slow kill. Now, because this guy sees a priority move kill on a mon that's faster, it will always click Sucker Punch. This can never click Knockoff. Even if it clicks Knockoff, it's fine, but it should never click Knockoff because Knockoff is a slow kill. The AI sees priority moves as being a fast kill if you are slow, if the AI mon is slower than your mon. So we'll always prioritize Sucker Punch as long as you're in range. We're going to switch into Turtonator, who's going to take it and overheat. Even if this guy spams Substitute, it does not matter. Because we, even at -6 special attack, still do 31% to this guy. And the substitutes, which would be 3, would always be at 25. So we would just kill him. This is always going to be a fast kill with Rock Slide from this Cleavor. We're going to switch into Aggron, who always, with a Zoom Lens, can hit this guy with a Head Smash and kill him. This is going to bait out the Mamoswine for either Superpower or Earthquake. We do not care. We're going to switch into Golisopod, who's just going to 1v1 this thing just a little bit. We never want to, kill this thing with, Golisopod. So we're just going to sit there and just fuck around a little bit on this guy. And we're eventually going to get emergency exited out into Slowbro. And if anything, we have Leech Life in case we get dead zoned. We're going to switch into Slowbro. And Slowbro, Mega Slowbro Knight, just fucking tanks this guy. And we're going to set up a Future Sight. If you get Slowbro, this is another thing you can do in your Winona. I won't spoil it, but I'll show you in the fight what you can do to Winona with this. So this fight might actually help you out a lot with your Winona if you get there. Because there's going to be a couple of strats that are typically employed in Winona on this fight. Let's go head over. There's one more act that I didn't spoil at the end, but a lot of people have seen it before, but it will help you with your Winona. Maybe, if you get Slowbro. If you don't get it, then it won't matter. Alright, so we already took out this guy. We are on this girl. We're gonna just save real quick and just double check everything. Alright, so Golisopod pre-damage to 246. Honestly, now that I think about it, I could just pre-damage Golisopod a little bit lower, right? I could always just pre-damage him to, always... I think that's actually better. I just thought about it. Hold on, I have a better idea. We're going to pre-damage Golisopod to 1, comma... I just thought of a better idea. 143 plus Ice Shard, which is 20. So 163. Let me just make sure this doesn't ever show this guy a kill with close combat. Yep. Yeah, that always works, because then I can do that. Alright, so let's check all of our things one more time. So this guy with a citrus berry. Pre-damage to 163. This guy with a sticky barb. This guy with no item. Pre-damage to 244. This guy with 231. Level 99 with no item. This guy with the zoom lens. And this guy with a Slowbro Knight. Alright. Let's go full screen. Let's do this. Alright, so this is starting off with a Executor. This thing has Explosion. This thing has a Custat Berry. This thing has Endure. And has Harvest, so we can re-get those Custat Berries. This thing is a Demon. We are going to click First Impression, which always kills this thing. If it clicks Endure, that is fine. We have a second priority move that can kill him. That's fine. He clicks Endure. And we get to show it off now. So now that this guy is below 10% HP, he's always going to be clicking Explode. Nah, I guess he could click Energy. No, he can never click Energy Ball, so he's always clicking Explosion. We do not want to get exploded on, so we're going to click Sucker Punch. Just kill him. Oh, that's fine. He's got his Custat Berry, but this only moves first in its own priority bracket. Sucker Punch moves first in its because it has a higher priority than that guy. This is going to bait out Acrobatics from the Holucha. We're going to switch right into Togedemaru. Now this guy is going to use his Flying Gem, which means he has no item. And he's going to hit us with a pretty strong Acrobatics. This is fine. We have a Sticky Barb. Whenever someone makes contact with us, it gives over the Sticky Barb to his item, or to him. Now he's going to take a little bit of chip damage. He took 1/8 from our, what do you call it? From our Iron Barbs, and 1/8 from the Sticky Barb. So he's down to 75%. We are going to Spiky Shield this turn. We are not going to Fake Out, because then we would take the Sticky Barb back, which would be bad. We're going to Spiky Shield right here, which is going to bring him to about 50 or 51% of HP. This guy's always clicking Close Combat because he sees a kill. Now he's going to be at 51%. We're going to switch into Dragapult. He's going to take another 12%, so he's going to be down to 37% right here. Now on my Dragapult, this guy is always seeing a kill with Acrobatics. That's why we were pre-damaged to 244, just so this guy... I guess it doesn't matter if he's set up or not, but we're going to click Phantom Force. We are faster than this guy because he has a Sticky Barb. He is not going to hit us this turn. He's going to take a little bit more chip damage, and then we're going to hit him with Phantom Force. And Phantom Force is a contact move, so we should get our Sticky Barb back right here. Perfect. And that's how we get our Sticky Barb back. This is always going to show a slow kill. We're faster than everything, so it's going to go for the first thing with a slow kill that we do not kill. This baits out the Bisharp. And it sees a slow kill until it comes in and it says, hey, I have a fast kill with Sucker Punch. So now we're going to switch right into Turtonator. He will only ever be clicking Sucker Punch, and this is a free switch. We have no item on Turtonator just in case he somehow clicked Knockoff, but this is fine. We are always just going to spam Overheat. Make sure I have no item on this guy. Perfect. Even if he starts substituting, it's fine. That's also fine. We're shell armor, so we can never be crit. Perfect. This is always going to bait out the Cleavor for only ever Rock Slide. This Rock Slide is sheer force, so that means we cannot get flinched. If we can get flinched, we would have had to come up with a different plan for this guy. But because he is sheer force, that takes away all the positive secondary side effects of moves. We're going to switch right into Aggron. Keep in mind, Sheer Force does not proc on Galissapod's emergency exit. So if you're ever using Galissapod, make sure it's not into a Sheer Force mon. Now this is gonna bait out whatever he wants. We have a zoom lens, so we can always hit this guy with head smash. And again, this rock slide cannot flinch us because he is Sheer Force. This is always going to bait out Mamoswine right here for either Earthquake or Superpower. We do not care. I pre-damage Galissapod to always get emergency exit out, no matter what move this guy clicks. Initially, I was just going to have a 1v1, but then it could have been a dead zone. Now there is no dead zone. Should always emergency exit us out. And now, this is the cool part that I love. We're going to switch into Slowbro right here. Slowbro is going to go Mega, which makes his ability... Oh, it's supposed to be Shell Armor in my calc. Shell Armor, so we can never have to worry about crits. We are going to finally get to see Mega Slowbro. I haven't gotten to see him yet. And we are going to click Future Sight. Right here. Let me just make sure. This Future Sight is going to go off in 2 turns. Earthquake is fine. We take about 28% max. So this turn right here, we are going to waste a turn by slacking off. This brings us basically back to full. It should be close enough. Perfect. And now this turn, we are going to kill him with Surf. The Future Sight pops this turn. But because this is Gen 8 Future Sight, something interesting happens. We always kill this Mamoswine with this. He kills him, and there's still a Future Sight up right now. We're going to bring in the Cinderace right here. And the last thing that happens in the turn is Future Sight hitting. So it should pop him. It's not going to kill him unless it crits. I think a high roll crit can kill him. Yeah. Or any crit kills him. That's fine. We take any move from this guy. And we always kill with Surf even when he changes his type. This guy is Libero, so he changes his type to whatever. It becomes a nasty thing. Surf always kills no matter what type he turns to. We never died to that, and we are Shell Armor. Perfect, and that's fight number 2. Alright. We have one more fight planned. Dude, I'm telling you, Libero and Protean, oh, those things are not fun to plan against. So, when you get the chance to make it so their ability is irrelevant, it's so nice. There's bugs later on in Erratic Weather where they see different damage ranges than they can actually do. It's a whole big bug, and it's a nightmare to plan for. This guy can keep Slowbro Knight. Yeah, trust me when I tell you, most of the time you don't have much to deal with. It gets very difficult, but there's always a way, pretty much. Whether it's riskless or not is up to you, but... Alright, we got one more demonic fight, which I think I cooked pretty hard, and this is going to be pretty funny too, I think. I've been having a lot of fun creating these couple of lines. While, yes, it's stressful because any of these fights can wipe you, I kind of cooked on this one, and I think it's pretty funny. We need Conkeldurr. We have Conkeldurr. We need Basculegion. So, I made a mistake early on in this run. I'll go over it in a second. And... the only one out of all of those that you mentioned, only one of them is correct. Wait, just so you know, my Ursaluna is, Unnerve. He's not Guts. Yep, I'm not bringing any of those guys. Besides Shifu. Obviously Shifu. Bascu Legion. We got Turtonator making another return. Might not. He has a 1% chance of not making it out. 99% he's gonna make it out, though. Let's pray for Turtonator. What's the mistake? No. 5 of those are incorrect. Sorry. One of those is correct. Only one. Only Shifu is correct. Everyone else... there's no Bee, there's no Prima, there's no Thundurus, no Dragapult, and no Ursaluna. I just want to make sure. Yeah. Oh. I'll get to that in 1 second. In 1 second while I'm going over the fight. You know what? I think it might be funnier in the fight. I think it might be funnier because I made this mistake very early on. And I'm going to teach you about it because it was not a good idea. It was a great idea if I had a certain move. I did not have the certain move, and I was dumb. I think it'll be funnier if I show you in the fight, though. Just for comedic purposes. And then I'll make it a teaching moment, too. Did not do the exact stupid thing I did. This guy gets a Life Orb. Alright, so I need to level up specifically not Primarina. Everyone else should be 99. Primarina, no item, no item. This guy with a Shed Shell. This guy needs to be pre-damaged to 179. Alright, so let me make sure I have everything correct. So this guy, level 99, pre-damage to 179 with a Shed Shell. This guy, level 99 with a Life Orb. This guy, level 99 with a Spell Tag. This guy, level 99 with no item. This guy, level 91, do not level with no item. And this guy with a Shed Shell. Alright. And we have the pre-damage, right? Yep. Alright, let me put everyone to the calc, and I'm going to run over the fight. So we have Urshifu and Keldor. We have Turtonator. Where the hell is he? Right here. We have Primarina. Where the fuck is my Primarina? There he is. And Infernape. Alright. We're going to just export all these sets in, and we're going to run over the fight. I also don't think I showed the fight. Am I showing even the right screen? No, I'm showing this screen. Whoops. So this fight right here is with a Weirdeer. It starts off with a Weirdeer that intimidates you. A Zoroark right here. Seen it many times. This thing is pretty hard to kill sometimes. I mean, not hard to kill, but whatever. They have a Bright Powder Ditto, so you have to be very careful about your baiting here. And on top of being careful, you have to be careful because they have a Shadow Tag Wobbuffet in the back. They have a Quick Claw, Explosion, Knock Off Ferrothorn, and then a Kecleon. I don't even know what color change does. I don't think I care. What the fuck does Kecleon color change do? Oh, if you hit it by a move, it changes its type. Interesting. Well, good thing I'm OHKOing that shit. So turn 1, we are going to get intimidated on Urshifu, but Urshifu is broken, and he has Wicked Blow that always critical hits, so we don't care about the Intimidate. We still do 146 damage. We are pre-damaged so that this Zoroark comes in and always sees a fast kill with Low Kick. We are going to switch into Conkeldurr. We don't care what damage he takes. We're just going to Mach Punch. He's going to take 10% from Life Orb, so from our own Life Orb, we end up doing 94% minimum. This is going to bait in the Ditto because we are showing fast outspeed to everything and out damage to everything with Conkeldurr. So this is going to bring out the Ditto to morph into our Conkeldurr. We're going to switch into Bascu Legion to take this on. He can't hit us with any moves, but you'll see the mistake I made during the fight. You might have already seen it, but he cannot switch for a very specific reason. This guy has Bright Powder, but we're going to use Poltergeist, which 2-taps him. And, what do you call it? Poltergeist is bugged in this game so that it never misses if they have an item. So as long as the Pokemon has an item, it can never miss. This is going to bait out the Ferrothorn for a slow kill with Power Whip. We're going to switch into Turtonator. Now, Turtonator lives if he gets an Overheat off. The problem is this thing has Quick Claw and Explosion. If it Quick Claw explodes me, I don't really care. We lose Turtonator. That's fine. We don't need him for any more fights in this game. This is going to bait out the Kecleon right here. We're going to switch into Primarina, who can slow Flip Turn into Infernape. I don't really know what color change does. I don't really want to figure it out. So we're going to slow Flip Turn on Primarina. That's why she's under-leveled right here, so that we don't lose our Shed Shell. And we're going to go into Infernape, who always close combat kills. And then we're just going to switch between Infernape, who has a Shed Shell, and Urshifu, who has a Shed Shell, until this guy doesn't click Destiny Bond, and just kill him. Don't worry, the mistake's coming up. I'll teach you all about it. Because this will come up. Alright, if I send it to heaven, that just makes it so I can send my Urshifu in and just 2-tap shit. Alright, so that I can save a turn at least. Because I can just have Urshifu 2-tap both of the mons. Where is this guy? Pretty sure he's right down here. Alright. Let's take a quick look and just double check everything. So this guy. Right, okay. I'm going to be using Brick Break on it anyways. So I might just go to Infernape just because it's a little bit safer. Because if I lose Infernape, I don't care. If I lose my Urshifu, I'm fucked for the rest of the game. Might just go to Infernape just because it's a little bit... I don't know. Just in case. Even though I'm slow flip turning. I guess I could go to Urshifu. Yeah, we'll give Urshifu the frag. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll give Urshifu. He'll always click Sucker Punch anyways. Alright, so let me just make sure. So Urshifu level 99 with the Shed Shell. This guy level 99 with the Life Orb. This guy level 99 with a Spell Tag. This guy with no item. This guy with no item, level 91. And this guy level 99 with a Shed Shell. Make sure he has a Shed Shell, right? Yep. Make sure you do the Shed Shell double, by the way. That item, having 2 of them, is so important. Oh, that's at the fight. Whoops. Guess you have to go down here. Can I skip him? Nope. Okay. I tried. I tried to go skip him, but you can't. Alright, so we are leading off with the most broken mon in the game, Urshifu. With Wicked Blow, we just always outspeed and kill this guy. Oh wait, he has Intimidate. Doesn't fucking matter because we're clicking a move that always critical hits. This should bait out the Zoroark. Wait, what? Why is this Wobbuffet? Nah, I'm just fucking playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is Zoroark. This is Zoroark. Don't worry. This was planned. This is definitely a Wobbuffet that knows, low kick right here. And after that little bit of Life Orb chip damage, we always kill with Mach Punch. His highest damaging move is Knock Off. We don't want to get knocked off, which would be really bad. Perfect. This is going to bait out the Ditto, which is going to copy our Conkeldurr. Now, we're going to see the whole moment. You might have already seen it in my moveset. I taught my Conkeldurr Defog back on Maxi to try to get rid of the Crustle. I was dumb and didn't realize that, fuck. I didn't realize that, my Conkeldurr was slower than the Crustal and didn't have Mach Punch. He didn't have Mach Punch at that time. So I'm sitting there and I was steering very hard because I'm just trying to get rid of the hazards. And I'm lucky I only lost Staraptor. So don't teach your Conkeldurr defog. It is a horrible idea. Except for this moment right here, where it's going to click a fighting type move to try to do damage. And it can't switch out. There's two reasons. One, I'm pretty sure with the spell tag, we make it so it can't. We show fast 2-hit KO to the other mons in the back. But second, it has defog, which is +6 because it can lower our evasion. So it should always click defog. And we should be seeing that. It should never switch out. And Poltergeist is bugged in this game, so if they have an item, it will always hit. Yep, there he goes. Defogging. You got me, bro. He can click this 4 more times. I love the animation for this. Don't teach your Conkeldurr defog, except it had 4 or 5 different uses, but my defog TM would have been so nice for Seafloor Cavern. Do not use it until you get to Seafloor Cavern if you can. This is always baiting out Ferrothorn for a slow kill with Power Whip. It cannot click anything else. So we're going to switch into Turtonator. Now this is where Turtonator can either live or it can die. If we get Quick Claw Explosioned, which hasn't happened yet in this run, which I did risk once or twice, I think. Let's see if it happens. Overheat. We click. And he gets to live. There we go. This should bait out the Kecleon. This Kecleon's clicking whatever the fuck it wants. I don't even know what it's clicking. I don't truly care. I'm going to switch right into Primarina. Primarina has no item, so even if he knocks off, it doesn't matter. Power Up Punch is fine. I'll just keep that in mind. We just slow flip turn. Alright, a little scary. %, I'm switching to Infernape here. Scared of this guy. Oh, fuck, he becomes a water type. Wait, shit, I didn't even think about that. Oh, wait. We just talked about this. Fuck. Oh, wait, I can just fake him out. Hold on. We have to go to Infernape. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold your horses. Now this should change him back to a normal type. Haha, he's back to a normal type. Alright, and we always kill this guy with close combat. Crisis averted, we're fine, we're fine. This is gonna bait out the Wobbuffet. Oh wait, he's Shadow Tag. Doesn't matter, we have one of our 2 Shed Shells. We're just gonna switch between Infernape and this guy until he doesn't click Destiny Bond. We have 2 Shed Shells, so it's always fine. That's fine, and now we just outspeed and kill this guy with Wicked Blow. Alright, and those are the 3 fights. Make sure to always keep in mind the Shadow Tag Wobbuffet. Easy. Oh, I have no Flying Mon. Oops, I gotta run back. Alright. Well, let's run all the way back. Do the little run of shame. Wait, how the fuck do I get out? Wait, how the fuck do I get out? Can I go around this way? Okay, thank God. I was like wondering for a second. I was like, oh shit, don't tell me I'm trapped. That'd be so ass. Oh right, I forgot about the escape rope. That's a smart idea. Unless it would it have escaped roped me out to the other side the way that I came in? It might have escaped roped me out the way I came in. I don't know. Oh fuck. I gotta go all the way around. Hold on. This is what you get for not bringing a flyer. Fuck. Well, actually, on Route 123, which is the other optional route, if you don't bring a flyer, what do you call it? You're gonna be fucked because you actually get stuck. What are you doing over here? Interesting. I don't know. He just looks like he has something to say. But on Route 1, you don't get soft locked. You have to do all the rest of the fights, and you're probably gonna wipe. Let me show you. I'll show you the route real quick. Hold on. So, the map, yeah, you have to bring a flyer on this route. So, Route 123, let me see, yeah. Whoops. You have to jump over these ledges. So, right here, if you go here and you jump over this ledge, there's no way to get out from these fights. You have to bring a flyer. And that goes for all of these guys. And this guy is optional. This guy is for the Caesarite, if you want him, but... yeah, you have to bring a flyer to all of these fights on this route after the Wendy and Braxton. Otherwise, you're going to get trapped. And the only one that you can skip it on is if you go over here, you can go over here to the left and you can go a little bit further and you can go to Route 118. But, yeah, on this optional, you have to always bring a flying Pokemon to your team. Makes it just so you have to, like, plan for the fight a little bit differently. But, yeah. Think that's all I had planned. Hey, don't put yourself down, dude. Just so you know, my furthest attempt before this one was the desert battle right here. So you're already past where my second furthest run went. Just so you know. My second run, or no, sorry, my second furthest run got up to, this fight right here. This Nidoking, Maractus, Gastrodon, Gigalith double. Just so you know, that was my second furthest run. So, you're already further than my second furthest run. So, you're doing good, dude. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. Just always keep in mind that, one, you're gonna make mistakes. Hold on. Your death box is going to show you stuff. This is all mistakes right here, basically. These two were on Norman to a crit. I didn't plan around the crit. These guys were to Winstitute because I didn't take into account calking pre-megas. This guy right here, I didn't take into account priority being taken into account on a faster mon. And we'll always click the priority fast kill over a slow kill. I still didn't learn that on the Skunk Tank. It was both times it was going to click it, and I didn't know that. And these guys would have both been alive had I have known that it will always click a priority move over a slow kill. If it's faster, the Golisopod is slower, obviously, than both of these mons. And had I have known that, I knew it would have always clicked first impression. I would have, switched. But, what are you going to do? Staraptor, this was my Conkeldurr Defog mistake. So, right now, we have 7 mons that are all mistakes. I actually didn't make a mistake until Pyre, which was pretty lucky. These two were booms, but maybe I could have planned Pyre better. These two right here were deaths to Tabitha 1, or Tabitha 2 in Hellroom. These were planned sacks. These were really nothing I can do. Houndoom and this guy were sacks to Maxi to planned sacks. Altaria, I lost to I didn't plan for 6 crits in a row on Matt, so Altaria had to die. This guy in Tane Liza's gym, I didn't plan for both my rock slides critting. He died. Kecleon was a planned sack on Tane Liza. This guy was a planned sack on Space Tag. This guy was a planned sack on the first fight of what do you call it? The first fight of why am I drawing such a blank right now? Of Seafloor Cavern. This guy was a sack on Archie's for Seafloor Cavern. And then these guys were 3 optionals. See, that's fine, dude. And honestly, having 3 deaths is not bad at that point. Copper is really sad, but if you end up getting an Aggron, then it's literally just a better Copperaja. And Donphan, yeah, he's a little sad, but you can always find a good ground type. My only 2 ground types were Diggersby and this Ursaluna, and it's been pretty rough, I will say, but there's always works around. You can always find a workaround. Oh, okay, then yeah, that's fine. That's literally, you're not going to be missing that, don't worry. Copperaja is mainly just a supportive pivot, a bait for double battles, and then a emergency exit whenever it dies. A one-time emergency exit. So you're fine losing that Copperaja. Trust me when I tell you, you'll be fine. And having no mistakes and having 3 planned sacks is completely great. Let's just look at these last 3 fights I have planned. Hold on, let's exit out of that. You're stuck on the Scizor fight. Which one? Let's see. This one right here. Oh, right. Dude, this is where I lost my Maractus. Be very careful. Just so you know, if this Golisopod sees kills on a Mon that is faster with first impression or liquidation and leech life, it will, unless obviously it's not the first turn with first impression, on that first turn, it will always click first impression over liquidation or leech life or rock slide. It will always click a fast kill with the priority move over a slow kill, just so you know. And that might be able to help you. I don't know if that helps you, but it might be able to. So if you're showing it multiple kills, you just have a Mon that's faster, it will always click first impression so you can... I'm telling you right now, like, that, drill that into your mind because that is going to be extremely useful. And if I don't, if that is not true, then my E4 is going to be fucked. But it is true. I can show it on the Silcalc, actually. So, right now, if I have a Berserker and he's 1 HP, I need someone that's faster. My Pidgeotto, I'm going to put him at 1 HP. He'll see kills with everything, but because I am faster with Pidgeotto, he can only ever click Sucker Punch. So, just so you know, like, that might just be able to help so you can have a Pokemon switch in on the Sucker Punch, or on the first impression. Same with Bullet Punch. I guess it doesn't really matter because this is the first Mon, so you're never going to be really trying to do that anyways. Unless you have Togedemaru and you need some chip on him, you could, like, switch into Togedemaru on the Bullet Punch, get that extra little bit of chip and shit, but, you know. At that point, you would rather just somehow bait Dual Wing Beat. Yeah. The last 3 fights I have before that. Only Fake Out Mon is Float Soul. That's not the worst. Look, at least you have one. Some people at that point don't even have one. But make sure you take care of that Float Soul. Having Fake Out is so important. I'm telling you right now, like, until you get a second Fake Out Mon, I would definitely take care of that guy and probably prioritize not sacking him. I agree. And if it's a good Float Soul, then there's a good chance that it could be useful. If it's, like, not minus speed, if it has good special attack or even good attack, like, it can be useful, I know. But Float Soul's one of those guys that's really IV dependent, or he's just a Fake Out bot. These are the last 3 fights. One with a Mega or Gardevoir, one with a Mega Gallade, and one with a Mega Lucario. I have these 3 fights kind of planned, but I'm not really happy with my 3 planned fights, especially not the last one. I'm not really happy with this at all. So I'm gonna obviously. It's not risky. Like, I'm always winning. It's just like I might have to sack like Infernape or something, and there's a small chance I might change my E4. I don't think I will, but just in case I find a way to bring a new Mon, like, I want to have my options open. The problem is on this fight, you have to bring really good Mons usually, and usually you don't want to sack your good Mons. You want to sack the bad Mons that are never coming to E4, just in case you have like a line and you're saying, oh, hey, if I had this guy, my E4 would be better. So I'm willing to sack, because I already have, I think I'm sacking 2 Mons on this fight. I think I'm sapping my, already thinking about sacking my Sniper Kingdra and my, what else, let me see, and my Kabutops on this fight. So I'm already risking, like, or not even risking, I'm just, intentionally, I'm putting him on 1 HP burned on this fight already for my ideas, but I'm going to basically just reconstruct these lines and take some time, make sure that they're completely the way I want it, because, again, if this Blaziken gets out of control with 1 speed boost, this thing can just annihilate your entire team. Even though I'm pretty sure this fight I'm pretty happy with. This second fight I'm pretty happy with, I'm pretty sure. I think I have Arcaps like chaining 3 or some shit. What my idea is, yeah, dude, this fucking thing is demon. My idea is to get rid of the Ursaluna and the Porygon as soon as possible. My Archeops shows fast kills to everything. It's going to go to the Blaziken. I'm just going to dual wing beat it after chaining that in the Yanmega, I think. Or I think I just bait the... Dude, Porygon 2 is so annoying. This guy has a red card, by the way. Yep. So you have to one-shot it. If you do not one-shot it, it doesn't have an Eviolite, so it's a lot easier to one-shot than your typical Porygon 2. But as long as you kill it in 1 hit, then you're fine. It's either Ape or I have Urshifu. I forget which one I have it. Yeah, Ape just outspeeds it and kills it with no item. So I can use any item I want. Yeah, because what my current plan is to, like... What does Ape even bait? Ape baits Yanmega Hurricane? Wait, how does it bait Yanmega Hurricane? Oh, am I close combating? But I'm showing this thing a fast kill with... Why would this thing ever come out? I guess I would have to hold an Iron Ball. If I hold an Iron Ball, I can get this thing to come out. Otherwise, this is going to bait out the... Yeah, if I just go, like, Life Orb? No. This would just bait out... This would bait out the Deity, and this would be really bad, actually. Or no, this would bait out Gallade. Or Zen Headbutt. Or Hypnosis if I pre-damaged. Oh, so this plan doesn't even work now that I think about it. I guess I need if I put an Iron Ball on, then I can kill. I can just go Iron Ball and then always bait out Hurricane on this guy. Sack and then get Archeops in. Yeah, that's what I might do. Go Ape with an Iron Ball. Just go Iron Ball on this guy right now. By the way, if you want to make sure to get that Iron Ball from that thing and hopefully it doesn't explode. Yeah, you go Ape, you bait out this guy for Hurricane, you sack the Kabutops is my current plan. You bring out Archeops. What does Archeops have? Archeops with a Choice Band. Archeops with a Choice Band just taps this thing with whatever. This baits out the Ursaluna for a slow kill with Facade, I believe. Oh, yeah, wait. This wouldn't be Facade because he's not seeing a slow kill. This is going to be this guy because I can just pre-damage just a hair. Yeah, I have Archeops pre-damage to 262, so this guy comes out. You don't guarantee Iron Ball. Let me pull it up. After Veto, you have to do this, where the fuck is it? Did I miss it? This Bronzong right here has, Explosion, by the way, too. It has Gyro Ball, Explosion, Earthquake, or Trick. So it's really likely, it's like 97 or 98% chance to trick you that Iron Ball. But there's also a chance it can just explode. It's really likely to trick, though. And just in case you were wondering, they have an Arena Trap Dugtrio, so this thing can explode, and then they can have your Arena Trap Dugtrio just come and trap you. Yeah, this fight can be demonic. Have fun with that one. It's kind of stupid. Because you kind of have to get lucky whether it, like, does it or hopefully it doesn't explode on you. Moxie in his 1-death reset actually did not get the Iron Ball. Dugtrio is, he's definitely a Mon. Huh. Yeah, the reason I really don't want to send these fights at the very end, too, is because I kind of just half-cooked them. Dude, I've been getting lazy at the end of this game, and, like, I need to not get lazy. I need to, like, make sure my lines are crisp clean for these last three, and then just triple-check my E4, which I already have planned right up in a different tab. But it's just 3 more fights. I need to make sure I get crystal clear down and sack whatever I need to get there. But, thank you for tuning in, dude, and, hey, hit me up on Discord if you have any questions or if you need any advice or if you just want to chill and talk. It's whatever you want, dude. I'm always down and always, like, I'm always free and I'm always willing to, like, look over lines or, like, look at stuff and help out. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. You take care and thank you for tuning in. Oh, 7.